Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 72 of Europa Universalis IV as Ming. As I said on the last video, I don't know how much longer this series is going to continue for, because the patch for the new DLC Third Rome is about to drop. Looks like we've got some rebels somewhere. Not actually my problem. It's a 14k stack belonging to Mongolia, but we can go over there and deal with it for them, I suppose. Yes, I was saying, I don't know how much longer this series is going to continue, mainly because the patch for Third Rome is about to drop, and it might break the game. But we've pretty much done everything that we're really going to be able to do in this game, if I'm being honest. I mean, just look at the size of us. We control the entirety of Asia, near enough, and quite a bit of the New World as well. So I'm really not in a position where I think we have to worry. We can't really take much more. I am a little bit disappointed with myself that I did not... can't get to you either. I'm a little bit disappointed with myself that I did not move my capital earlier on in the game, which would have then put me in a position to be a little bit more aggressive and take more land. Obviously, I was quite concerned about keeping enough tributaries around so that we didn't go into negative mandate. And if I'd have just moved my capital early on, because we did take a chunk from Japan quite early, we could have solved that problem. But hey-ho, 50-50 hindsight, or whatever the saying is. We've actually got guys in our provinces now, though you're not really my problem. I did, at some point, once upon a time, long ago in a galaxy far, far away, have a stack, an 18k stack. Maybe it's a 16k stack now. Where are you? You're hiding down there. You've obviously lost a few units, which is a bit weird. It's going to take you forever to get there. I'm guessing they'll probably deal with it themselves. They've got a unit nearby, so I'm not too concerned about that. So let's go and just continue to keep our eye on Vijayanagar. We're a little bit sort of stuck here because there's a lot of these guys that are behind forts. So we are waiting for forts to fall a little bit before we can really move in and get anything done. We have just had that one drop, though. Oh, you cheeky... I was just about to move in, and then he suddenly decided that no. But Can we get to him? No. Because we are being fort blocked by this fort, which is weird. But we are getting him cornered. Conquer Kazan, that sounds familiar. I think it's a place in World of Warcraft. Again, belongs to Russia. So let's go ahead and cancel that. Yeah, let them is the option that we always go for. So I did work out that it would literally take us 3 wars to be able to take everything from Vijayanagar. I'm not necessarily sure that we're going to have time to do that when you take the truce timers into consideration. But we'll see what we can do. Let's keep trying to grab as many forts as we can. We don't have a leader down here, so we do have to be careful. But we are going to bring some backup down anyway. Right, now we've got these guys in a bind. So they've got nowhere that they can go now. We'll take the base tax because we're already capped on prestige. Well, we're not quite capped. We've got 99 of 100, so taking an extra 10 is not going to be worth it at all. So Vijayanagar's armies are just getting completely stack wiped at the moment. They're absolutely getting smashed. What is our limit on ships right now? We can have another 4, so it's not really worth trying to build up the other trade fleets. I could go ahead and build some naval buildings to give us the extra that we require, but it does seem kind of pointless. Can't get into that province there. I mean, I could go ahead and siege some other stuff. There's no point sieging stuff that's next to a fort, because that will just result in it being flipped back when I move from the province. But certainly we can move around and sort of push this front line to the south. Speaking of front line, I'm thinking about starting another Hearts of Iron 4 series. It's not a game that I'm very good at, but I did actually enjoy playing it. I honestly do wish I was better at the game. I really like the mechanics of it. I'm just terrible. But I might well start another game and see how well that works. See what we can do. We've got a peace offer from Vijayanagar. Do you know what? We've already got 92%, and as we have already established that we won't be able to take everything from them in a single war, let's just go ahead and see what we can take from them. So we definitely want to take those provinces. If we go ahead and try and take as much stuff to the north as possible, it'll make doing this war in the future easier, because it'll be easier to sort of trap them down in the south. I also want to completely surround this province here so we can take that from Mughals in the next war. So that's 86.2% overextension. That's 100.3. 101.4. 100.03. See, 100.03 is still over 100. Just trying to see if there's any combination of provinces we could take that have put us... What was the closest that we got there? 100.3, 96.5. I guess we just have to do it like that. Can we take a ton of money from you as well? Yeah, see, war score's not the problem. It's overextension, so... I guess we just go ahead and do that. Let's send the demand. So, we've got all of the provinces that we could need or want. Let's go ahead and just move the guys out. The heavies took hardly any damage, but we'll move them back anyway. So now we've got a load of coring to do again. Luckily, we've got a ton of admin points, so that's not a problem. Make sure we keep some armies down here, because we will potentially have to deal with the rebellions. Like, is there not a core all button, right? You can do it for states. This is one thing that I find a little bit strange. Oh, we don't have an army down there, do we? Do Ming Australia have an army down there? No. Great. Transports, wherefore art thou? You all the way over here. They're not the transports, they're the heavies. Transports are here. 40 stack. Get on these boats. And pick up a leader for the time being. We're actually missing one, so go ahead and get yourself a new guy. We've got a lot of forts on at the moment, which we do not need. So let's go ahead and mothball all of the forts. We should also look at some of the new ones that we've taken. They're probably all sort of... I'll just take the local unrest. They're probably all 8s, in fairness. And there's probably some that we can sort of do without now. Because there's a lot of them here that are all kind of squished together. I think that one's a bit extra. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one. We could probably do without that one as well. So let's go ahead and get rid of that one. Try and save some money where we can. Right. You guys get on the boats. I know this particular rebellion isn't really my problem, but we do want to try and help out with it if we can. They are actually trying to siege somewhere that has a fort, so hopefully it'll take them a while. We might actually be able to come and do that. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue there. So what we want to do now is prepare to go to war with Mughals. Now, the truce hasn't expired yet, but it'd be nice if we can get rid of some of the aggressive expansion. So yeah, what I was saying before that rebellion popped is if we turn a territory into a state, we have a core all provinces button per state. But why can't we have a core all provinces button in this menu here? It doesn't make sense that that button does not exist unless it's somewhere hidden and I have not seen it. Reduce overextension. Yes, that is a very good mission and I am working on it. So, unfortunately, it's going to take a little while before we can do anything else. Did we arrive already? We did. Excellent. And you guys actually haven't had a chance to grab anything yet, so... lose some military power or lose some ducats. We've got the money to spare, so we'll lose the ducats. Yeah, they were coming in with a 17 stack, actually. So, I don't know where their troops were, but they must have finally got them home. Lose 25 prestige or... reduce our man... I'll take a 10% hit in manpower to increase my discipline. It's not like I'm short of manpower, so... let's get you guys back on the boats again, and then let's get you back over to India, so that you can participate in the next big war. So what are we like in game time? We've only got just over 40 years remaining. I'm not entirely sure we're going to be able to take the whole of Vijayanagar, not unless I'm willing to go over the 100% overextension, which is very, 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 very bad if you didn't know. Not only do you take a massive hit to the amount of money that you make from trade, in fact, you take that if you go over I think if you go over... how much is it? 80%? It's either 70 or 80%. If you go over, you take a massive hit to your trade, which is what's already happening. Apparently, we're rooting out corruption. That's because of the overextension. So because we're overextended, we're also spending 46 ducats a month to keep the corruption down as well. So once again, that's another mechanic that Paradox have added in order to try and stop people from expanding too quickly. If you're willing to sit at 100% overextension, that's fine, but you're going to pay for it financially because you're having to pay that reduced overextension. So we have another one done. Right, fantastic. We'll take the admin power. So now we can move into this one. No, we're already... Oh, they're already doing that one. Cheeky bastards. Right, so let's go ahead and do that one. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a race to see if we can get around there more quickly than they can. And try and block them in. It's not really important land. I'm just doing it to be awkward. But there we go. Right, so... Can't really do anything till the overextension goes away. We can take a new idea group. We're 10 years ahead of time, so sure. Let's go... Well, a new idea, not a new idea group. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so things are looking fairly good at the moment. Again, there is still the possibility... Now, someone came up with a good idea the other day, actually. Let's get you out of there so you're not just suffering attrition. These big 40 stacks, they're alright, but they're struggling in these underdeveloped provinces, particularly with the harsh winters. So somebody suggested that I should go to... Ming. This is much easier to handle now. We don't have all these tributaries. Somebody did suggest that I went to Mongolia and enforced their religion to Confucian, so we can make them be my religion. Let's go ahead and do it. Now, it's going to give them 100% liberty desire, which means that they are not going to want to participate in future wars. However, they're probably unlikely to break free. They're far too small, and they do have a massive opinion of us anyway. So even though they're disloyal, they've got a massive opinion. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Is this the one that he's done? It'll be on the right screen. This is the one that he's done. That was quite quick. Instead of doing this then, let's go over here and just try and box Mongolia in completely. This border gore is upsetting me a little bit. So let's go ahead and get these two provinces done if we can. Then Mongolia will be a complete and utter enclave. And this is the other thing as well. If I did actually annex Mongolia, I'd then still have to convert all of those provinces. So, well, actually, I wouldn't have to convert them because they are they're a harmonized religion. But we'll get Mongolia to convert. They've had it too easy for too long. They have been a really, really loyal march or vassal all the way through this game. They've really, really helped out with a lot of things. So let's go in and get ready to deal with Mughals. Their fort is right over here, actually. We've lost a general, which is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a new one. There's some pretty good generals. Still lacking on the 3 stars a little bit. But yeah, not bad considering... just not bad considering. Right, are you allied with anybody? Nobody important. Nobody that's going to cause any problem to me at all, really. We can grab these. Oh yeah, that's what we did last time, wasn't it? We attacked these guys. You were the actual target of the war, because that just brought in Mughals without any of that. Because we broke up their alliance with the Ottomans that way. So we could probably just go and attack them directly, which might not be a terrible idea, and leave Nagur there so that we can deal with their... We can use that as another way to attack the Mughals if they do get their alliance back with the Ottomans. So that's a possibility. How long is it going to take to... Right, the overextension's nearly done. But the war... The truce is still going to last for a few more years. So yeah, we're definitely running out of time to actually be able to take stuff. I'm just going to go ahead on one of these... Well, none of these provinces are called, are they? But we can, even though they're not called, hire a mercenary. And I'm going to use that mercenary to run in and grab that province. This is a fort that we shall... I'm on the wrong screen. This is a fort that we need turned on. This is a fort that we need turned on, as is this one. And we probably want this one on as well. Just trying to make it a little bit more difficult for them to move and maneuver past me. Doesn't mean to say they won't manage it, because they usually do. Yeah, let's tax Mexico a little bit. So, as I said, the chances that Mongolia shouldn't help in the next war, because they're disloyal. But they are going to be doing those conversions. I don't think that will last forever either. Yeah, we're losing a fair bit of money now, but that'll be fine. Let's just have a quick look again at our subjects. Yeah, so the Liberty Desire is only actually 64 because they've got such a high opinion of us, and they're a loyal subject and they're a loyal march. That brings it down quite a bit. Okay, those are just cores that are done. There's a 16k stack down here. Where are Australia's troops again? What were they? Are they separatists? They are separatists, which means they really need dealing with. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and move another army down here and get them onto the boats. We'll help that out. Well, the overextension's suddenly gone away, so that'll be the mission complete. There we go, there's the mission done. And that also means that we shouldn't be losing money anymore. There, look at that. We've gone from -2 something to positive 60 something. Right, let's go ahead and put you on the boats. Let's go and grab the boats. And once again, get yourselves all the way down to Australia. Go in there and get stuff done. Fantastic. New mission selected. Rival of our rival, which again is going to be France. Or colonize Vestbygden. Which is this one, which is in Greenland. I'm not bothered about, so we will do it and cancel it. Okay, that's done. That's fine. Oh, that was an interesting one, actually. So New Zealand's got some rebels now. Actually, animists, which is weird. You're actually going down to deal with that. So you do actually have soldiers down there. I wonder why I'm unable to see them most of the time. That's not a problem. Well, we're already moving the ships down there, so at least we can do is move in and help deal with this one. I love how it says Ming Australia when it's actually New Zealand. That's amusing. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get that one done. So, you guys now actually just go ahead and move in over there. So, Great Advisor has died. That was our Diplo guy. I guess we'll just go for the colonial range. It's not that useful to us, but we'll take it anyway. Portugal, what are you doing down here? You're not at war with each other. Why is Portugal landing... Ah, Portugal actually landing there. It's just where the boats are positioned. It looks like they're actually attacking France. Yeah, they were actually landing over here. That was a bit of a weird graphical glitch. Yeah, they're actually attacking France. Our admin woman has now died. Yearly prestige. Again, not that useful, but we'll take it. We won that fight. Let's get you guys back on the boats. I'm trying to do everything real time and not pause as much as I normally do. It's a hard habit to break, but I'm trying to basically keep the game running as much as possible, so that especially while we're in a position where we don't really have an awful lot to do. I know there'll be some people saying, why don't I just bump up the game to speed 4, but even though I've got an i7 6700 and 32 gig of RAM and a GeForce 1080 GTX video card, this game does not run well at all at high speeds, and it's because the engine doesn't support multi-threading very well. So it's a pretty dated and relatively unoptimized engine right now. So if I run at speed 4, same amount not being paused, but it just paused itself because of this. I just looked and saw I was paused when I was looking at speed, and I thought, oh, I was paused while I was talking, but no, it's just this pop-up. Well, we're going to lose trade efficiency either way, so we'll take the shorter date. We'll have to take a loan, but that's fine. So yeah, if I run the game above speed 3, it drops frames and the audio gets out of sync, and it's a real nightmare to try and sort out in the edit. So I just try and avoid it by not going above speed 3 if possible. We've taken a loan, which was to be expected. Black news indeed. Have we actually lost... yes, we have a consort regency. We lost our ruler. We can go ahead and boost stability. Let's go ahead and do that. So it is quite possible that Matthias might make it to the throne, though he's only 7. And we are getting an extra 10% tax modifier as well, though, while the consort is in charge. So that's not a bad thing. We do have another... Right, so this one is done. Oh, stop pausing. But we can't do any of these. Now, that is wasteland. That is all wasteland there. So we have blocked them. They can't come any further this way now. So that's fantastic. Oh no, stuff, pop-ups, things about things. You're going to move into there. So yeah, this here is all uncolonizable wasteland. So there isn't anything, they can't get past us now. Good, job done. Rival of our rival, we will select, we will cancel. Not bothered about it at all. We can take another idea. Extra diplomatic reputation. We are 8 years ahead of time, so sure, let's go ahead and do that. It's really, really cheap right now, so we might as well. Let's get back down here. Iraq's opinion of Ming of us has dropped, but that's fine. It's not really an issue. So how much longer have we got on this truce? September 85. We're now into 83, so just over 18 months before that is done. And then we will be able to dive in. Well, obviously we're not going to be able to start the war in this video, so I'm going to pause things here and end. Thanks again. No, that's not correct. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope you're still enjoying EU4 as Ming. I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.